Your night vision can swap for days when you swap one side dish. Your eyes burn energy fast. They use more fuel than almost any other part of your entire body. Because the retina is always busy turning light into signals for your brain, it needs specific nutrients to stay healthy. These cells are like tiny engines that never stop running during your waking hours. But most people ignore the fuel these engines actually need to function properly. You might think your vision is just naturally fading as you get older. Therefore, you might miss the signs that your internal systems are actually starving for specific vitamins. This video covers the best foods for eye health and vision so you can protect your sight. You probably believe that eating a few carrots is enough to keep your eyes working perfectly. But the truth about what your eyes really need is much more interesting than a simple vegetable. Therefore, you must understand how these foods interact with your biology to stop damage before it starts. Carrots are a lie. Most people think they are the ultimate secret for seeing in the dark. Because this old story started during a war to hide radar technology, millions of people are eating the wrong things. You are likely following advice that is over 80 years old and completely out of date. But modern testing shows that other foods provide way more of the nutrients you actually need. Therefore, you might be munching on bags of snacks that are not doing much for your actual visual clarity. Your body needs a variety of colors to keep the back of your eye from wearing out. You cannot rely on just one orange root to do all the heavy lifting for your health. Because your eyes are so complex, they require a specific blend of fats and minerals to keep things running smoothly. But most standard meal plans totally ignore the special minerals that prevent your vision from getting blurry. Therefore, you need to rethink your entire plate if you want to keep seeing clearly well into your older years. Your eyes have sunscreen. This natural layer sits right in the center of your vision to block harmful rays. Because this spot is called the macula, it acts like a bullseye for every single thing you try to read. You need this area to be thick and strong so you can see colors and fine details. But constant exposure to screens and sunlight can wear this protective layer down until it becomes very thin. Therefore, you must find a way to rebuild this shield using the things you put in your mouth. Your internal defense system depends on what you eat for lunch and dinner every single day. You can actually eat your way to a stronger set of eyes by choosing specific colorful pigments. Because these pigments act like a filter for blue light, they stop your cells from getting fried by your phone. But most people do not get even half of the amount needed to keep this filter working at its peak. Therefore, you should learn which greens hold the secret to keeping your vision sharp and your eyes feeling fresh. Sweet potatoes win. They have double the vitamin A found in common orange carrots. Because this nutrient helps your eyes detect light in the dark, you will notice a huge difference when driving at night. But many people skip these tubers because they think they are too sugary or difficult to prepare. Therefore, you miss out on the most powerful way to keep your eyes moist and healthy every single day. Your surface tissue needs this. Your eyes can grow strange spots if you do not get enough of this specific orange fuel. Because these spots are a sign of severe starvation in your cells, you must prioritize the right vegetables in your weekly haul. But simply eating them raw isn't the best way to get the results you want for your long-term sight. Therefore, you should look for ways to bake or mash them to unlock all the goodness hiding inside the skin. These roots are a total powerhouse. They give your brain the chemical signals it needs to turn light into the clear images you see. Leafy greens are essential. Kale and spinach are packed with special pigments that act like internal sunglasses for your cells. Because these vegetables are loaded with lutein, they help your eyes stay safe from the harsh glare of modern light. You can think of these as a protective net that catches damage before it can hurt your vision. But most people find the taste of these greens a bit too bitter to enjoy every day. Therefore, you might be tempted to skip them and leave your eyes wide open to potential environmental damage. Your macula needs this protection. This part of your eye gives you the ability to read small text and see your friends' faces. Because these greens are so concentrated with vitamins, you only need a small amount to start seeing a real difference. But you must eat them regularly to keep the levels high enough to provide a real benefit to your sight. Therefore, finding a way to blend them into your routine is the smartest move you can make for your body. Citrus protects your fluid. Your eyes are filled with a special liquid that needs to stay clear and healthy. Because vitamin C is a powerful worker, it stops rust from forming inside the delicate parts of your vision. You need this antioxidant to fight off the damage caused by bad habits or a poor environment. But your body cannot make this vitamin on its own, so you have to eat it constantly. Therefore, you should reach for oranges or lemons to keep the inner chambers of your eyes totally clean. Your internal pressure stays balanced. This prevents common issues that usually lead to expensive surgeries or thick glasses later in your life. Because this vitamin works like a vacuum for toxins, it keeps the lens of your eye from getting cloudy. But many people think a processed juice box is the same as eating the actual fruit from a tree. Therefore, you must choose fresh options to ensure your eyes are getting the full power of the natural nutrients. Fish helps your brain. The same healthy fats that make your heart strong also build the structure of your retina. Because your eyes are basically an extension of your brain, they thrive on high-quality oils like omega-3s. You can actually reduce that scratchy, dry feeling by making sure your body has enough of these fats. But most people eat too many processed seed oils, which can actually cause more harm than good. Therefore, you should focus on salmon or walnuts to give your eyes the smooth lubrication they desperately need. Your tears will work better. This means your eyes won't feel tired or strained after looking at a computer for a few hours. Because these fats help cells communicate, they speed up the way you process the world around you in real time. But you cannot just take a random pill and expect it to work as well as real food. Therefore, you should try to get these fats from natural sources to ensure your body can actually use them. Zinc prevents cloudy vision. This mineral works like a bridge that helps vitamin A move from your liver to your eyes. Because it creates a protective dark pigment, it shields your eyes from the intense damage caused by sunlight. You need this to keep your night vision from failing as the years go by in your life. But your body only needs a tiny bit to function, yet most people are still very deficient. Therefore, you should add beans or seeds to your meals to make sure this bridge stays strong. Your eyes will age slower. Scientists have seen that people with high levels of these minerals have much clearer vision in their old age. Because this mineral stops oxidative stress, it keeps your cells from breaking down before they are supposed to. But ignore this simple mineral, and you might find yourself struggling to see in dim rooms or dark hallways. Therefore, you must treat your mineral intake as a vital part of your daily eye care routine. Start with a smoothie. Mixing spinach and fruit is the easiest way to get all these benefits in one simple glass. Because your body absorbs nutrients better when they are broken down, blending is a great trick for your health. You can hide the taste of greens with a little bit of lemon or a sweet orange. But you must remember to add a healthy fat like walnuts to help your body take in the vitamins. Therefore, you create a perfect biological delivery system that feeds your eyes exactly what they need to stay sharp. Your breakfast becomes your medicine. This simple habit takes less than 5 minutes, but protects your vision for the next several decades of your life. Because you are being proactive, you are stopping vision loss before it even has a chance to start. But consistency is the only way to make sure these nutrients stay in your system where they belong. Therefore, you should commit to one small change today to ensure you can see clearly for a lifetime. Your eyes are your windows. You have learned that sweet potatoes provide the vitamin A you need to see in the dark much better. Because kale and spinach act like internal sunglasses, your retina is now safe from the blue light of your phone. You know that citrus clears out the rust, while fish and nuts grease the gears of your visual system. But knowing this is not enough, because you have to actually put these foods on your plate tonight. Therefore, you should take this information and turn it into a real plan for your next trip to the store. You have the roadmap now. Click the like button to tell your brain that you are taking your health seriously starting right this second. Because sharing this could save a friend from painful surgery or vision loss, hit the share button and be a lifesaver. Subscribe so you never lose this guide to a better body and a much brighter future for your sight. Sharp vision starts with one bite.